Hello, welcome. That was Timothy, and I'm Amy, and I am autistic, and I'm a teacher and some other stuff. Parenting coach, educator, community advocate, all the things. So, hi. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, you are super welcome. Hooray. Okay, I want to talk about autistic joy today. And we don't talk about it a lot. We talk a lot. We ourselves here in this community talk about it more than most. But I mean, we collectively as a society don't talk about it very much because we don't have a lot of a framework for understanding autistic joy. And we need to knock it off collectively. And we need to talk about it. So I want to tell you about my day today. I woke up and I slept in, and then I got up and had some coffee, and then I just kind of wandered around and kind of tootled around and puttered for a bit, and then I just started working on my computer, and I didn't even really know, I didn't really have a plan. I was just like, okay, whatever. But then I started doing this big graphics thing that I had to have done. And before I really even realized what I had done, I had actually finished the whole thing. And then I was just like, wow, I finished that. I feel so amazing because it had been weighing on me. A big project coming up that was just I needed to do a lot of stuff for, that was kind of happening soon. So I needed to make it happen really quickly. It's just wow, okay, I'm done. I finished another big part of it yesterday. So I finished the first big thing yesterday and then the next big thing today. And it just feels really great to have done that. I did a load of laundry. I have not folded it because then I was recording with Dally. So we recorded a bunch of stuff. And I did my laundry while I was recording, so I haven't folded it or anything. I'll probably go do that now. It's just been a joyful day. I think I'm going to try to exercise. Okay, what time is it? Almost 3. I'm going to need to do that fairly quickly. So maybe what I'll do actually is do the laundry quickly and then go exercise and then come back and because I need to do a writing thing and a video editing thing. But the video needs to render, so I need to already, that's already going to be a delay, so that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to, putter around, and it's the day is almost all done, and, nothing has been hard for me today. And then I kind of go, oh, is this what it's like for, neurotypicals every day? Where it's nothing has been, draining my spoons, persistently, consistently. I just have all the spoons I woke up with, and I just feel really great. I've been drinking water. I had some chili. I feel like I'm feeding my body and my brain what I need to do. And it was just my house is so tidy and clean. And it just feels really amazing. It's just such a great feeling to just be in this joyful place with myself and not needing to numb and not needing to use strategies to try to scrape together spoons so that I can get something done. So to just have things sort of flow like that. I don't expect that every day is like that. I don't think that's a reasonable expectation, even for someone who's not autistic. I don't think that's reasonable because we all have better days and worse days than other days, so that's fine. I don't think I would feel disappointed if it tomorrow isn't like this, because I'll know I had this day and that feels good. So it feels really great to just have such a joyful day. And yeah, it was noon or so, and then I realized I haven't had any panics about anything. I haven't had anything be hard. I haven't had any strong emotional reactions to anything. I've just kind of been chugging away, doing my thing, I haven't had any of these big stressors come and sit on me. These persistent stressors finances or my kids or my work or my business or anything like that. nothing kind of descended upon me emotionally. Because I was, I was well rested and I was feeling flow, and, I was just like in sync with myself and with my tasks. And that felt really, really great. So I just wanted to record this video and just talk about that. And so, especially if you're the parent of a child with autism and you're wondering about their adult life with autism, having these joyful days is possible. And I think pretty realistic. I don't think it's that like far out of the ordinary. It did take a long journey. Like, it took a super long time for me to get here in my own life. It's a journey. I didn't just wake up and go, oh, everything's great. I had to curate my life to a pretty consistently high level. I had to really, so you start moving the big pieces around. You're like, what kind of job can I do that will allow me to be like a functional human in my life and to not feel so stressed and like anxious and panicky all the time. Those are the big pieces. Where do I need to live that will help me be in a state of like relative calm? How do I set up the space? Where do I put stuff? And you can move stuff around. Physical space for me is a huge, 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 huge factor in my well-being. So to be in a physical space that feels sort of aligned with my mental status and with just where I'm at as a person is just amazing to be there. So those are the big blocks. And then kind of once you have those big blocks in place well enough, then you can start to think about, your energy levels throughout the day, and how do you keep your place tidy, and how do you keep it to a place that feels aligned and feels joyful. And these are all big questions and they take time. There is no shortcuts to this. Absolutely none. Because if you get someone in, you could try to get someone in to like organize your space for you, but you would need for them to be very aware of your flows and your energy levels and your sensory needs and all of that sort of stuff. Because if they do it one way and it's like, that could possibly stress you out even more the way they did it, right? So our relationship with our physical environment is so unique to us that it just takes a lot of exploration. And so I would just really encourage you to explore that for yourself and just, find things that work the way that work for you well. And yeah, just kind of be where you are and have a super, super, super low level of ambient sensory inputs as much as possible. So the ambient, by ambient, I mean like nothing's happening, right? It's just that like level of sensory input that's kind of always there. So like for me, I have a radiator and I can hear that. I've got like a fan, like a HEPA air filter in the kitchen, and I can hear that sometimes. Obviously the freaking birds all the time. Timothy screaming at nighttime. Not all night, just in the evenings. Stinker. Finches, those are the finches. That's not Timothy. Timothy is right now sleeping on top of the finch's cage. He likes being there, I think, because there's the UVB light on top of the finch's cage, and I think he likes being under that light as well. So he just like sits under the light and like just kind of sleeps. And so those are ambient sensory inputs. Auditory is going to be a big one, and you notice all the ones I list were auditory. Visual is another one. Your visual sensory load. How much visual input do you need to filter out? I know I've been in places with a heavy visual load and I get exhausted in those places quickly, just as if there were a whole bunch of auditory input. Having to filter out a visual load, having a lot of visual clutter is exhausting. And so to be in a place without visual clutter, it feels really fantastic. It feels really, really great. And to have the things that are there for a reason, because I want to look at them, All the things I look at are things that I want to look at. is like such a nice thing to say. It seems obvious and it seems really simple, but these are the toughest things. And especially when we live in a capitalist society where we're constantly being pressured to like buy stuff. But then when you buy it, you have to put it somewhere, right? You have to like store it somewhere, and then it increases your visual clutter. So really to resist that impulse to just like get more stuff for its own sake, recognizing that it will add to your visual clutter is like a huge step on your journey as well, right? And if you are thinking about like an autistic child, I would really suggest to reduce the amount of toys, if possible, and you know, with your child in mind, right? But toys can be such a massive source of visual clutter, and you can do things like you can cycle them out, or you can pick your, you know, even have your child do it, right? Like, these are the toys. I do that with my kids sometimes. So we have like a keep and then a to give away area. And I find they actually are pretty solid with it. They'll usually do kind of like what I would consider to be a reasonable amount. You can limit the volume of toys as well to stuff that won't be visually cluttered. So if it's like, you want this many toys, okay, you can have as many toys fit in these bins. There's lots of things to think about. But I just wanted to share you this moment of joy. It feels really great. I feel great. I am going to have more chili now and go pee and then go to the gym and then do the video editing and then writing and then just chill out in the evening, you know, just kind of do my thing. And yeah, it feels really, really great. It was not easy getting here at all. So please don't think that this is like I woke up and the autism fairy just said, here you go, here's a great day. I am my own autism fairy. And it feels really good. So hooray. Thank you for being here with me. The best thing you can be is you. I don't know if you can see that on the wall behind me. I also have the you are loved. But it was like weirdly cut off, and so I just took it down. You are loved. You are safe. Welcome to this community. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on the video, and leave a comment. Tell me when you feel joy. If you are an autistic person, what's the most joyful thing for you? Or if you are a family member of an autistic loved one, what do you like? What brings you joy? Where is shared joy with your autistic loved one? We are joyful humans, and if the perception of us is as stressed, that means that we collectively are doing a bad job because we don't want to be stressed. Stress is expensive and meltdowns are expensive. We don't want to do them. So please shift your thinking around autism and around joy and around happiness and around having a good life. When I smile, it feels like this side is like pointing down and this side. So I'm just like, did I have a stroke and didn't know about it? No. Okay. It's just, I think it's the way I'm tilting my head. I'm just like looking and I'm just like, as I'm like talking, this part is going down. And anyway, and I know that's one of the signs of strokes. Being an autistic person recording myself is also a bit of a head trip. Cause I already have a hard time looking at myself, like just in general, like in the mirror. My relationship to like seeing myself in a reflection or in the mirror is like complex. And so then when I'm adding that I'm like recording this in real time and then I'm going to be editing, anyway, it's a lot. So I want to thank you for being here with me in my weirdness in this community, and just know that you're awesome. Know that you can be yourself, and that is always the best thing you can be. If you want to meet with me, if you have a question or a problem that you think I might be able to help with as a teacher or a parent or a parenting coach, do feel free to book in the link down below, free 30-minute meeting, and we can chat about it. And my goal with every free meeting is that you will leave the meeting with at least one strategy that you can implement as soon as the call ends. That is my goal. If you are interested in Confident Bullyproof Kids, my live and on-demand course working with Dali, whom I already mentioned in this video, that was what I was recording. We are building our on-demand version of it. And if you are a member of a school or community organization and might be interested in bringing a course into your org, or talking with us about how we can implement a customized solution for you, we would love to chat. And the link again is down below in the bio. Hooray! Here we are. I'm so happy, and I need to pee so badly. Here we are. Okay, bye!